Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Pedro. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, guys. In front of me I have a 2021 Chevy 2500 Silverado custom. You know, it's the first time I'm going to get to drive a Chevy 2500, or actually a Chevy truck. I don't believe I might have driven a GMC competitor, so it can be kind of the same thing. But so this one's, you know, it's a black Silverado, which is basically that's what the color is called. It's called black. It's got a black ebony or a black cloth interior. This one here is powered by the 6.6 liter normally aspirated V8. Spinning around the truck here, of course, we got some steps here on the side to get into your bed. Obviously another corner step here for the Silverado that they put on, really cool, and that's very helpful obviously to get into the truck. So coming around back here, guys, taking a look at the Chevy, and of course you got 20-inch wheels with some Goodyear Wranglers on it. Another side step, and here we got a Sierra side step here for the cab. So it looks like that came from the other side, from GMC, but still that's not a bad looking side step here. Obviously you got your 2500 HD, you got your mirrors which obviously extend, you got some obviously some lights, and of course here you got some other side lights. I don't see a camera on this one here, so but I like it. It's a blacked out truck, looks really cool. I think it's got a midnight kind of package on it. This is a blacked out truck with the black window trim. Obviously this is not a new model. This is although it's a 2021, it's a slightly used model with about 9,500 miles on it. So but it's gonna be our first look at this Silverado. Obviously we got some of the nice windows. You can see a nice towing mirror here, as you can see, and we got some lights in the very top, looks like an antenna. And here we got part of the hood in the front here with the Chevy logo of the very front in your top. Right, so this is the regular halogen lights, no daytime running test, as I can see. You got turn signals here near your headlights and high beams. There is no fog lights or anything whatsoever in the bottom. So what I like about this truck here, obviously you got a nice side step here if you want to load here. Nice side step here so you can get into the back of the bed here from the front. And if we come around here in the back, we got another step here as well. Yeah. All right, guys, so here we got the key, and we're gonna lower this. It's got an automatic lowering bed door. As you can see, we press it twice and this goes down. So here we got a bed. This bed here can hold about just under 4,000 pounds if I'm correct. Of course there's a factory bed liner here, as you can see, a spray-in bed liner. You can see we got the Chevy logo. But I see some hooks here. As you can see, we got some lights, some LED lighting here. I don't see any type of connection. I'm sure there's one hidden. I'm not familiar with it, but as you can see, there's lights on both sides, and we got, of course, your hooks, and this looks like a pretty tough spray-in bed liner here for the truck. So over here we got your bed, the door. There's no any type of steps like the Ford does, the Ford F250 has. So your cargo door, just kind of, you gotta put it back up. And as you can see here, we got a couple of backup cameras, and you can press here as well to bring the door down, as you can see. So pretty nice. Obviously it's your basic, most of your basic bed, you know, truck bed accessories and doors. So it's already got all your tow accessories here. For this one here can tow, if I'm correct, at about 15,000, just under 15,000 pounds if I'm correct. I'll make sure I put those numbers. If not, I'll correct them up in the screen. So everything's there ready for towing. So and all right, guys, so pending around here, we got, of course, the rest of the truck. We got your 4x4 decal here. Going back to the bed, as you can see here, we got all tinted black windows on this truck. It's got another step here, of course. And here we got your 20-inch Goodyear Wrangler tires, all terrain tires. So very essential. We got a nice step here that says Sierra. So this is going to be from the sister truck, the Chevy Sierra, that actually put on this truck, the side step. So it looks pretty cool. They're stagnant, so they don't move anywhere. So really cool truck. As you can see here, we got all the big suspension on it. So this is a heavy-duty truck. So kind of interesting to see. I'm going to compare it to the Ford F250. So I do like the look of this truck. Obviously there's a lot of controversy with this truck when it came out. Kind of wasn't the prettiest thing out there, but I think people got used to it. So, and obviously looking at, all right guys, heading out into the interior of this Silverado. Of course we got all kinds of same couple of plastics over here. We got a little bit of like a trim here. Of course you got all the windows controls and your door controls here, and of course you got here the Sierra side step. Obviously here we got your ebony interior, your black interior, it's cloth. The seats are not bad at all. They got a little bit of bolstering. Very simple. There's no power here on the seats at all. It's basically all manual controls. Of course you got here the parking brake. You got some of your controls here for your lights and your 4x4. It's got a 4 low, 4 high, I mean excuse me, 2 high, 4 high, and a 4 low. And this is obviously for your truck, for your bit of towing modes, if I'm correct. So you got an analog interior, of course, analog gauge cluster. Of course, there's an seat. You got a manual adjusted steering wheel, if I'm correct, and you kind of your basic interior for the Chevy here. So you can pan around, as we can see here. So, but all right, guys, it's just a quick round of the Chevy. This is a pretty basic truck. I don't see anything major on this one here at all. So coming back to the rear, same, we got the same, you know, hard plastics, a little bit softer here in the armrest of the passengers. Of course, stuff for your storage, speakers, prop lower floor mats, and of course here in the back we got more of your basic. There's no center armrest, there's no back window to open, so more of a basic truck. And obviously you can lift the seats out of the way to give you some more cargo space. So, and I see we got some little bit of more headroom here, as you can see a little bit there. So not bad at all. I mean, obviously these are 80-20 splitting seats, and I see we have some AC outlets in the back, a little bit of storage here, but I do not see any type of USB connectors or anything like that here in the back. So pretty much more of a basic interior. And these are also this is a kind of a bench, this kind of goes up, but I don't see any connections at all. So all right, guys, that's that for the rear of this Silverado. Yeah, so let's get in the back of this Chevy 2500 to see how spacious it is inside. So as you can see here, we're in the back seat of this Silverado. Plenty of space here, just as roomy as the F250. So really nice to see. It's got a little hump for more headroom. That's pretty cool to see. Obviously in the back there's no type of connections or anything like that, just basically some AC outlets, which I'd be kind of thinking it would give you at least one, you know, one USB outlet here in this base model, but I guess not. So obviously you got, as you can see, all your the dashboard design here as well. So it's not bad at all. I mean, it's a very roomy truck. If you want to travel, this is still a good truck. Obviously you're missing some things in the back, mostly for workers, but not a bad truck at all. Not bad at all. So there's no type of elbow rest here at all, nothing like that, and there's no window here in the back. But what can you do? This is part of this trim package of this Chevy Custom. So not a lot of custom things I see on it, but what can you do? So all right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this power plant here, since we already got our POV head on. And so check out power plant of this Silverado here. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that up, and thank God we got some gas shocks to get this hood up. And it is a little high. How am I gonna reach that? I don't know. But all right, guys, here we go. Got Chevy Lace 6.6 liter normally aspirated V8. It's got 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. Obviously this has made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, or a hydro drive, if I'm correct what they call it. You know, what else can you say? It's got, you know, it's small. That engine looks small in this huge truck's engine bay, but obviously it gets the job done. It's a good power plant, normally aspirated. Obviously you also have the option of a I don't know if this 6 liter something diesel power. I'll put this all in the description, guys. But so I can't wait to drive this one. This is kind of similar to the V8 that I drove on the 250. Obviously the 250's got a 7.3 liter Godzilla V8, and this has got 6.6 liter. So all right, guys, that's it for the hood. Let's go ahead, get that up there and drop this one here. So I believe this engine is also you can run it on E85, which is also ready for that. So just a little note on that that part of the engine, so they can run on E85. So all right, guys, let's get inside and get into the inside of the Silverado. So got a nice Sierra step here, and get inside the interior of this Chevy inside. So kind of familiar with this spec, because obviously you see I see it all the time on one of my favorite YouTubers, StreetSpeed717. So kind of, you know, knowing a bit of the layout, it looks similar to the I did drive the GMC Canyon a few videos back. I just want to check out my channel. I'll leave that, or put a link on the description below of the GMC Canyon that I did. But it's very similar layout. Obviously you got it's got a little 4-inch screen here in the middle. Of course you got, it looks like a 5-inch screen here for your infotainment. And let's go ahead and get this started, guys. So we got the key here, as you can see, and these are old style keys, so we definitely got to put a key inside this one. And let's start up this girl. All right, guys, so you got your standard. Let's see if we can adjust the steering wheel a little bit and bring it out. It looks like it's only the tilting, but not a telescoping steering wheel. So obviously you got some of the controls here for all your center screens, of course. And let's check it out. Yeah, we got some units and all that kind of stuff here you can scroll through, but not much of a, you know, it's kind of more of a basic truck. So here inside, of course, you got your infotainment from Chevy. You got it is a touchscreen, and of course you can go ahead and just scroll through the stations. As you can see, it's pretty good to the touch. It's got a nice, of course, you got a home screen here. You got audio, you got phone, Wi-Fi. I don't see any type of navigation or anything like that. It's pretty much basically your basic interior infotainment. So you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, and I'm sure you can put some more stuff. You got OnStar as well, all of the services there. But so just, you know, go back to audio, and this has got a check it out. Yeah, this has got a basic 6-speaker stereo on it. So, and let's go ahead and close the door, guys, because it is quite hot outside. And sorry if it's a little dark inside, guys. Here the windows are tinted a little bit heavily on this truck, and it's a black interior, and it's a little bit overcast today. So I hope you can see all the instrumentation. So going back a little bit, of course, you got your 4x4 configurations here, your lights, basically all the interior. Of course, you got your wipers and your stock here for the changes, and for your drive modes here, not drive mode, but your drive to put it in park or drive. And your basic, it's not bad. This is just basically your rubber steering wheel, Chevy logo. Here in the middle, of course, this is a bench seat. You can put this up, or you can bring this down, guys. Put another person in here. So you got your cup holders, a little more storage, and just a little more storage here. There's no type of connections here at all, as I can see. So you see basically your basic center armrest with some cup holders and stuff. So here in the middle, of course, you got the entertainment system. You got your tunes for your radio, home, and of course you got the phone. Here's the volume control, of course, and we got a single zone AC in front here. Not much of a thing here. Of course, you got your control for your temperature and fan speed. Just basically for your bed, to tilt out the bed, you got your hazards, and you have your traction control off. Here you guys, looks like a brake controller for your trailer. We have a couple of USB connections and a 12 volt, and I don't see a household. Nope, this doesn't have anything here. 2 glove boxes here. We got an upper one here, a small one, not bad of a space, and of course a lower one here as well. So as you got your basic interior, there's a little bit of storage spaces here over here to store your phone or anything like that. I don't see any type of wireless charging pad at all here. So this is basically your basic interior here. As you can see, all kind of plasticky, but that's not too bad. I mean, for the everyday, for the working, it's not bad at all. And the visibility is pretty nice. It's got low windows, and you got plenty of light. Obviously this is a little bit darker because of the window tint, so but everything else is pretty good. So not bad at all, guys. So let's take this girl out for a drive and see how this feels compared to the F250 that I drove. And I'm just gonna lower that little volume because I don't want anything YouTube plugging us here. So all right, guys, so we got a 6-speed automatic transmission. Obviously it's kind of a basic 4-wheel drive system. There is no drive modes as far as I can see. You just got some more of just basically your units. And all right, guys, so let's put our 6-speed in drive. Parking brakes off, and let's drive this 6.6 liter V8. So 401 horsepower. It's a little bit shorter than the 7.3 liter in the F250 by about 34 horsepower, if I'm correct. And obviously this has got a little more pounds-feet of torque, 464, but you know, it's not a bad. It still, you know, feels like a big truck. So all right, guys, let's head out and get to drive this Chevy truck. So obviously the torque doesn't feel bad. Obviously you got a lot of instrumentations here in the middle. Nobody coming, and let's head out, guys. So all right, let's put this power down a little bit on this girl. Not bad. I mean, the V8 doesn't feel underpowered by any means, none by any means at all. Transmission is very smooth. So we got your analog tachometer and speedometer. Obviously you got a little screen with your things here, and of course you got a few temperature gauges and volts and all that for the trucks, or for the trucks analysis. So but it feels very good. I mean, see, I do feel some sort of paddles. I don't know if this is some paddles for, yeah, there's some paddles here in the back for the transmission, but I don't think you need them here. So but the truck feels stable. I mean, doesn't feel bad at all. No, not bad. I mean, it's quiet for sure. Obviously it feels very similar to the F250. Definitely the Chevy is lacking on the interior wise. I believe the Ford's definitely it's got an edge on it, and of course the Rams are a little bit more, but The interior is not bad. Obviously, this is not the latest, it's not the best. I know GMC just came out with a new Silverado ZR2 interior, so most likely all those interiors are gonna trickle down to all these trucks. But this feels good. I mean, the truck is very quiet. Obviously, it does feel big. You got a kind of bulging hood in here in the middle, but not at all. Let's check out a little bit of the side to side. Yeah, the steering wheel. Yeah, definitely. This feels a little more Vogue than the steering in the F250. Doesn't feel a little bit less sharp than the F250 for sure. But everything's at your fingertips as well. I mean, you got your volume here. You got all your controls here at the bottom. If you got gloves or any type of things, these are easy to control. So all your controls are basically at your fingertips, and everything's very well. Even though the gauges are a little bit old style and all that kind of stuff, everything's very readable. And the brakes, no, the brakes aren't too bad. It takes a little bit of pressure to get some good brake feel, but obviously the truck, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's you can tell this is not going to be a tow rig. For that, you're gonna have to choose a diesel engine. But you know, for every day, if you're gonna tow something light with this, I'm sure this is perfectly fine for more of a city towing. If you're gonna tow a boat or any type of towing that's gonna require something heavy, yeah, you gotta go for the diesel engine. Doesn't feel under power, but it's not really, I can see this thing merging, having some good power above highway speed. So, but it's a very comfortable. The suspension is soft. I mean, the suspension is very tolerable. The truck doesn't feel floaty or wobbly, anything like that. It's pretty well controlled, although I'm not doing much of a speed, but we got some traffic. But overall, it's a good truck. I mean, it feels good. The seats are comfortable. For a long trip, it won't be too bad at all by any means. It's really good. The mirrors are very nice. You can see there's no type of blind spot monitoring or anything like that. I'm not sure if Chevy has any type of active cruise control or any type of blind spot monitoring or any type of lane. I don't see anything like that on this at all. So this is basically your basic Chevy 2500. But got at least to drive one of these girls. Not bad at all. I mean, these are good. These things are this is probably a very long-lasting truck. Rugged. You can take it off road and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel this is your basic good working truck. So it's very quiet too. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, the brakes aren't too bad. No, the brakes don't have they have a pretty good feel to them. It takes a little more pedal travel for sure, but than say the F250 that I drove, but it's not bad at all. Obviously, this truck's intimidating because it's big, it's tall. The mirrors are pretty good. Their mirrors are very good size for towing and stuff like that. I'm sure they tilt out and in, and but yeah, it's not bad at all. And obviously, you feel the weight of this truck. This thing is not by any means light. Now, but the power plant feels, it feels peppy at the bottom, and of course, the transmission is very smooth too. Very smooth transmission. I mean, the ride is a little bit not stiff. It's just a little bit taut, but nothing, by no means punishing or anything like that. It's pretty nice. The steering feels good. I mean, it's not super direct or anything, but it feels pretty decent, to be honest. And you see this bump here. Oh yeah. Yeah, the suspension, obviously, this is a full-size truck, but I'm impressed that the truck feels pretty planted. It doesn't feel that bad at all. This doesn't have any type of off-road package, but it still feels pretty good. It's comfortable, and for every day, I don't see this, being a bad truck at all. I would say it doesn't have all the creature comforts, but it's not bad. It's a pretty new truck, but it's not bad at all. It feels pretty good. This has just got I would say just about 9,650 miles on it, so it's a pretty new truck. Still, considering this thing's get a lot of use, this is still basically in its infancy. So yeah, very smooth power train. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of power, but man, for every day, if you need to show some things and throwing a lot of stuff in your truck, yeah, for sure, this is a good truck. I like it though. I like it, guys. What do you guys think about this truck? I be honest with you, yes, the Ford is a little better interior wise. Even the basic ones I've been in, The one I drove, of course, the Lariat one I drove was pretty nice too. It was really nice, but this one definitely, you can tell that the interior is a little bit lacked. It fits a little bit older for sure. It's a little trophy coming, so. But yeah, definitely the Ford's got the edge. Obviously, I still get to drive. I still got to drive these trucks with their respective diesels, which I will probably get a Ford F-150 in. But not bad at all. As you can see here, the power is, you know, it's not super eager to rev, but it's got plenty of power. It gets up pretty decently, to be honest. So those 400 horsepower working pretty hard, especially for towing. This might struggle. Here in Florida, not as much, but if you have this truck, if you're towing something in the mountains and altitude, yeah, this is gonna struggle for sure. Definitely got to get a diesel for towing, but not bad a truck. You know, it's very nice for your basic truck and all. That's not bad at all. Brakes are good for sure. It's got some good braking now that I put a little more pressure on them. But no, this is a good truck. It looks, you know, when this all black, it looks good. Not a bad truck at all for you guys. So, and the steering, yeah, the steering feels good. Not bad. I mean, kind of truck, you know, what I expected from this Chevy. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys enjoying this video, hopefully, and do a quick review of this Chevy 2500 Silverado custom. Not a lot of don't see a lot of custom things in this thing for sure, but I'm not overall. I like this truck. You know, it serves its purpose. It's a good working truck. I mean, obviously for light towing and stuff like that, if you need a truck this size, absolutely. So, and it does have a backup camera, so let's go ahead. Let me just do a little quick U-turn here, guys. But oh yeah, the turning radius, this thing is not that great. So all right, guys, so we'll put this thing in I put it in park. This is a little bit odd, did that. So here we go, guys. Here's I got the rear view camera. Obviously you got some trajectory lines, and you're just gonna, let's get back on the line here. You got some trajectory lines for the backup camera, and here we go again. All right, there we go, guys. So yeah, it's a pretty good camera. That's got the quality is pretty nice, not too bad at all. So you got some detectors, and you just, yeah, there we go, guys. So yep, not bad at all. So all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review, guys. Please subscribe, hope you like it, and you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you on the next drive. Take care. Bye bye.